Big dreams, no action. Let's end laziness in your life now. Ever feel like your ambition is a problem? You've got big dreams to change the world, but every time you try to start, you hit a wall. You want to write that book, start that business, or just turn your life around for the better, but instead you end up scrolling your phone or watching the same shows repeatedly. Sounds right? That's because you're ambitious, but here's the hard truth. You're being lazy too. And before you leave, listen to this. Laziness isn't a vice, it's a habit. It's just a pattern of behavior, and the good news is that you can break it. Let's not sugarcoat this. Laziness isn't about being incapable or unmotivated. It's about being stuck in place. You see, physics teaches us that objects at rest stay at rest unless something moves them. Right now, you're that object. Tasks, no matter how small, feel monumental when you're stuck. It's not because the work is impossible, but because getting started feels like pushing a boulder uphill. And here's the kicker. Most people give up before they begin, but there's a secret they don't tell you, and it's not the size of the task. It's how you think about it. Suppose you want to write an essay of 5,000 words. At first, the idea might feel overwhelming. Your brain freezes at the thought because it sees this mountain before it. But what if you looked away from the mountain and focused on just one small step instead? Forget those 5,000 words. Write 50. That's it. Just 50. All of a sudden, the job becomes doable. And when you start doing it, magic happens. You just keep on going. It's not just a mental trick, it's backed by science. If you get something moving, you'll keep moving. Your brain builds momentum as you go, making it feel easier. This is why the hardest part of anything is starting. If you want a little more help, try the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll only work on it for 2 minutes. Clean off your desk for 2 minutes. Write for 2 minutes. Chances are you'll keep going as the mental barriers fall away. But here's where things start getting serious. Sometimes it's not laziness that stops you. Sometimes it's fear. Fear of not living up to your expectations. You have a vision in your head of what success looks like, and the idea of falling short is frightening. So, instead of risking disappointment, you get stuck. You do nothing, and doing nothing feels safer until it doesn't. Think about it. What's scarier, failing once or being stuck in the same place forever? Failure isn't the end, it's part of the journey. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before making the light bulb. He didn't think of those failures as mistakes, he thought of them as lessons. With every little thing that didn't work, he was one step closer to discovering what would work. If Edison can fail 1,000 times to light a room, you can fail a few times to start your dream. Now, maybe your problem isn't that you can't start. It's that everything on your to-do list screams for your attention. That feels a little paralyzing. But here's a simple trick. Prioritize and focus on what matters most. Not everything needs your attention. The key is separating what's urgent and important from just noise. Write everything down and sort it. Is it crucial and pressing? Do it now. Important but not pressing? Schedule it. Everything else? Delegate it or drop it altogether. Edison succeeded because he didn't do everything. He focused on the right things. Sometimes even the best plan makes things seem too hard to tackle. That's when you can play tricks on your brain. Mix boring tasks with things you enjoy. Cleaning your room? Put on your favorite music or listen to a podcast. Dreading your workout? Watch your favorite show while using the treadmill. It's called habit pairing, and it works because it makes boring tasks more enjoyable. Over time, your brain begins associating these tasks with something positive, making them easier to start. You're rewriting your life story with every action you take, whether it's something big or small. Each step proves to yourself that you're not lazy. You're just learning how to channel your ambition. Now, here's a challenge. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Just one. Use the 2-minute rule. Start small, build your energy, and see where it leads you. Ambition without action is just a dream. And dreams are great, but reality is better. So stop waiting. Start moving. You've got this. Now, go make it happen.